have to disclaim the picture quality on this next video. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I've switched to becoming a vegetarian, which has rendered me permanently hungry, and it's as if my brain has been replaced by a soft-boiled egg. Anyway, I didn't notice that the auto ISO function on this camera had been disabled for some reason, and it's one of those monologues where I have to cut in the middle of sentences, which I find incredibly difficult, because not only am I kind of flitting between two quite demanding jobs, I'm also trying not to get run over, trying to ignore the hecklers, there's a couple of great ones on this next one, whilst also thinking, what was the last thing I said? Was it wank or was it masturbate? Now, I know I've said this ad nauseum, but one of the unexpected delights of this Spitfire Odyssey has been going from being a lonely, procrastinating composer, spending far too much time on the internet, to having met an entire community of like-minded composers. And beyond that, what has been a great honour is to have become friends with some of them. But within this community, there's definitely a distinct subset of talented composers who are also fascinated by the creation of sounds. And I guess the most unexpected part of this journey has been forming collaborative unions with these incredibly inspiring individuals. But every once in a while, we not only get to tick all of the above, great-grandfather's butchers, no joke, we also get to work with, very occasionally, we get to work with total legends.
Hey, Christian.
That's enough of that.
But also, I may hasten to add, one of the nicest people I have ever met. To combine that degree of talent and dedication and be so nice is a rare thing indeed. And you may think my use of the word dedication is an unusual one, but it kind of leads to why we've been teasing this choral library for so long, is because it's absolutely fucking massive. We were in Air Studios for days and days and days, and Eric conducted every single sample that we captured, so we may be teasing this for a while longer. Apologies for that. But I want you to hold that thought. It's not why I'm here today. There's two announcements I want to make. Announcement number one, meet Will Evans. Now, Will was formerly the chief head of marketing and sales for Spitfire Audio, so he made me do this, and he occasionally makes me do this. Basically, Will has been promoted within Spitfire Audio to CEO, and I just, maybe briefly, if you could explain what that is and why you think Paul and I have done it.
I'm taking on the CEO role. At Spitfire, it's going to have a very unique style. Every CEO is a little bit different. It's typically the person that leads the direction of the business side of an operation. Why it's going to be fun to step in with yourself and Paul is because you've been these visionaries who continue to be visionaries, whilst you'll be absolutely setting the direction for the company, looking at our customers just as you are now, what their needs are, what libraries they want making, what the musical landscape looks like. You'll continue to do that. And then this big behemoth that you've built behind you, now a company of over 40 people that are doing all kinds of incredibly complicated and integrated jobs, you can task me with that responsibility to make sure that they're all doing that in your vision. And it's something I'm really, really excited about.
No, so are we. And I think it's, you're, like you so kind of understand the brand, and that's the big difficulty of handing the keys to the truck, as I said to you, over. But what it enables Paul and I to do is return to what we believe to be the core founders' roles, which means more of this, and this, and this, and this. Yes, time in my precious shed. And I've been thinking, I've contributed quite a lot over the years to the Spitfire cause, whether it be the Brunel loops back in the day, me tapping things in my kitchen in Soho, through to the Stevensons, the Swarms, the Evos. And I thought, well, wouldn't it be good to just kind of step up to the plate and do a library of my own, like a toolkit? And I know it's not going to be as popular as, say, an Olafur library, but I just thought there's an opportunity there. What's more, taking us back to this whole idea of the cloak and dagger, the teasing libraries, not really releasing information, not telling you what we're up to, what if I were to flip that 180 degrees and develop this library in plain sight? I think it would be a wonderful opportunity for this channel to open a discussion about developing a library, the pitfalls, the cul-de-sacs, and also the great joy in creating something new. So from day one, I want to be totally transparent. Now you may ask, what's the library going to be? Well, this is day one. And the answer is, I don't know. So over the next forthcoming days and weeks, I'm going to talk to you guys about developing a library, the pitfalls, the cul-de-sacs, but also the great joy and romance of life on the Sample Road. So this is the time to subscribe if you haven't, and if you like what I do, hit like, and sorry again about the camera work.